Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh and good day to each and everyone. So we today's video tutorials we will just have to continue our discussion last video tutorials and before I forgot, kindly check it out what we have been discussed last meeting, no. Kasi there will be uh, related topics between these or related concept between these topics and the previously discussed. Okay. So, and also kindly have a copy of this one, copy of this manual too. Okay. And then print it. Okay, to serve as your guide throughout our discussion. Okay. So, kindly also use headset when you trying to watch these videos. Okay, for you to be able to hear those important information that would be indicated here. Okay, so and then so kindly and also I have prepared here some question regarding these topics, and then um kindly answer it and submit it to me. Okay. Right before the prelim exam. Okay. Right before the prelim exam. Okay. So our topics for today's video tutorials is about linear algebra eigenvalues problem. This is just actually a continuation of our discussion last meeting. No, this is actually an application of matrix. Okay, where where the concept behind matrix is being used, okay, for us to be able to find those eigenvalues problems, no, or to solve those eigenvalues problems, I mean. Okay, so pakibasa na lang to siya, no. So giving you a overview about this one, no. When you say eigenvalues and eigenvectors, no, those eigenvalues are values of constant, no, or values of lambda, no. As you can see here, pag sinabi natin kasing pag sinabi nating ah eigenvalue problem, no, we have to satisfy this equation. Okay, itong equation na to, equation number 1. Okay, so pag sinabi mong eigenvalue, yun yung value ng lambda, no, lambda ba tawag dito, no, if I'm not mistaken, lambda, where this equation can be satisfied. Okay, so yun yung mga values na possible where it is defined, no, to satisfy this equation. Okay? And pag sinabi mo namang eigen vector, no, those values of matrix or those vectors where it has to satisfy this equation, no. So yun yung x natin dito. Okay? So ibig sabihin nito, kung meron kang given na given na matrix na A, okay? So, um, you have to find the value of eigenvalues and eigenvectors to satisfy this equation. Okay, so yun yung flow ng problems natin dito. So, pakibasa na lang po yan siya. So, it is just actually a definition. Okay. So, okay, now, example number 1 tayo. For example, we have given here some, uh, vectors A, okay, or matrix A, which is composed or which has an entries of -5, 2, 2, and -2. Okay, so we have here a solution, no. So ang problem natin dito supposedly is to find the eigenvalues lambda, and then in the eigenvectors x. Okay, so letter A, finding the eigenvalues. So this must be determined first, no, in order to satisfy those equation. So how can we determine that one? Um satisfying the right side of equation number 1. The right side of equation number 1 is this ax. Pakitingnan na lang, okay, sa guide natin. So, for example, meron tayong, ibig sabihin ng AX na yan, imo-multiply daw natin yung matrix natin with vector x1 and x2. Okay? Now, for your information, no, when you say vector, vector is also can be represented with matrix, no, with only one rows or one column. Okay? Kasi it just actually a it is just actually a single combination of entries. Okay? So, just like this one, x1 and x2, that is actually a vector. Okay, then for the right side naman, no, ito yung right side natin sa equation number 1, we have lambda multiplied by the vectors na x1 and x2. Okay? Now, so, simplifying this equation, this right side here, right side, I mean left side pala, simplifying this left side here sa equation natin, ito yung mangyari, no? We have here negative 5 multiplied by x1 plus 2 multiplied by x2. So, yun. Equals to lambda multiplied by x1. So, yun siya. Ito yung first equation natin. So, 2 multiplied by x1, negative 2 multiplied by x2 is equals to lambda multiplied by x2. So, ito yan siya. Okay? Second equation natin. Now, simplifying this equation here, ito na yung simplification niya, no? Or combining the like terms. Okay? So, ito yan siya. So, equation 2 asterisk. So, this can be written in matrix notation as this one, no? We have here A minus lambda I X, no? So, yan yung simplification ng equation na to. Okay. So, because 1, no? Because 1 is AX minus lambda X is equals to AX minus lambda IX, no? So, yung ito siya, just a derivation of this one. Okay. So, yan. So, which gives 3 asterisk. Now, we see that this is an homogeneous linear system. Okay? So, yes, homogeneous kasi to siya kasi pare-parehas sila ng degrees. Okay? So, yun. So, by Cramer's theorem, section 7.7, tingnan na lang kung may mga PDF kayo na ginagamit ko, pakitingnan na lang or uh, just based on your knowledge about Cramer's rule, okay, it has a non-trivial solution in which x is not equals to 0 if and only if, okay, the coefficient determinant is 0. So now, what is determinant? Diba? Determinant is determinant of this matrix here, ito yan siya, defined with this one. So, ang gagawin mo para makakuha ka ng determinant is multiplying this negative 5 minus lambda here, this one to this one, and then i-minus mo siya sa multiplication of these 2 at saka 2. Okay, so ibig sabihin nun, okay, kung meron ka pang isa ditong rows, no, so multiply mo lang yung diagonal na papunta rito, okay, diagonal papunta rito, saka mo i-minus dito sa diagonal na papunta rito, okay, ganitong direction. So, yun. So, and then, all in all, we have here this determinant, no? So, equate natin siya sa 0 kasi yun yung definition natin dito, no? For us to be able to have a non-trivial solution where x is not equals to 0. So, ito yung equation natin, okay? Now, so ito siya, tinatawag natin siyang characteristic determinant or pwede rin natin siyang tawagin as a characteristic polynomial. Why? It's because dyan natin makukuha yung values ng eigenvalues natin. Okay, where it is lambda. Okay, so, and also pwede rin siyang tawagin as characteristic equation. Okay, now here, finding the value of lambda here, or you can just use your calculator to find the lambda here. Our values is equals to negative 1 at saka negative 6. Okay? So, this is the eigenvalues. So, since nahanap na natin yung dalawang eigenvalues ng uh, matrix natin to satisfy the equation number 1. Okay? So, ang hahanapin na naman natin is yung eigenvector. Okay? Corresponding to lambda 1. Okay? Eigenvector corresponding to lambda 1. But, okay, if you have to substitute this lambda 1 is equals to negative 1 at saka lambda 2 is equals to negative 6 dito sa previous equation natin, to find the value of x1 and x2. Okay? Instead na makakakuha ka ng value ng x1 and x2, masasatisfy lang yun siya. Okay? Masasatisfy lang siya yung equation na yan. Kasi bakit? Nanggaling siya sa iisang equation. Take note. Okay? So, mahihirapan kang kunin yung value ng x1 at saka x2 dyan. Now, what will be the solution? The solution was indicated here, no? Is indicated here. So, sabi dito, the vectors obtained from 2 asterisk with lambda is equals to lambda 1 is equals to negative 1. That is this one. Okay? So, if we, as you can see here, no? If we combine these two equation to find x1 and x2, instead na makakuha ka ng value, as I have said, masasatisfy lang yun siya. So, the solution is, we have to assume that x2 is equal, okay, ito yung solution natin, no? Ito yung sinasabi kong satisfaction. Okay? So the solution is that we have to assume that x1 is equals to 1. Okay? Now if x1 is equals to 1, i-substitute natin dito so makakakuha tayo ng value ng x2. Okay? So x2 would be 2 multiplied by 1 is 2. Okay? So we have here, that's why ang nakalagay dito sa kuan natin, solution natin is this one, 1 and 2. Okay? So yun. So pwede yun siya actually, no? So therefore our final satisfaction or sa final equation 1 is this one. Okay? So we have here negative 5, 2, 2 and negative 2. Tapos meron tayong vector na 1 and 2 is equals to negative 1 and 2. So kindly check this one, no? Try to multiply this. If it is equals to negative 1 and 2, your answer is tama. Okay? Your answer is correct. Okay? So, same for letter B, no? Using lambda is equals to lambda 2, which is equals to negative 6, no? Yun yung nakuha natin dito na value. Okay? So, same pa rin ng process. Makakukuha tayo ng value ng value ng dalawang equation. Then, after that, hindi natin to siya pwedeng gawing by substitution or by elimination kasi masasatisfy lang yung equation natin. And this would be the final equation, x2 is equals to negative x1. So, you have to assume x2 is equals to negative 1. Okay? So, yun. So, therefore, meron na tayong x2 is equals to 2 and negative 1. Okay? So, yun. So, ito yung tinatawag na eigenvalues problem. In short, no, ibig sabihin nun, when in eigenvalues problem, you have to satisfy equation 1 by finding the values of value and eigenvector. Okay? So, yun lang yun. Okay? Then, after that, if your answer is tama, correct, therefore, your answer is correct. Okay? By checking it using this one here. So, multiply mo lang itong dalawa. Kung mag-equal siya sa negative 12 and 6, your answer is correct. Okay? So, for theorem 1, pakibasa na lang siya. Theorem 2. So, dito tayo sa example number 2. We have, okay. So, pakibasa na lang to siya. Okay? Itong secant sa theorem number 2. Ito yan siya. Importante yung statement natin dito. Okay? This statement here or this paragraph here is about this example number 2. Okay? So, example number 2, algebraic multiplicity, geometric multiplicity, and positive defect. Okay? So, we have here the characteristic equation of the matrix A is equals to 0, 0, 0, 1 is this one, no? Lambda squared is equals to 0. Bakit? Kasi using this solution here na ginamit natin dito to find the characteristic equation, okay? To find the characteristic equation na this one, okay? Using that solution, in here sa example number 2, you will let, okay, to this final answer na lambda squared is equals to 0. Okay? So, hence, lambda is equals to 0 is an eigenvalues of algebraic multiplicity of m sub o is equals to, but the geometric multiplicity is only m sub o is equals to 1 since the eigenvectors results 0, x1 plus x2 is equals to 0. Hence, x2 is equals to 0 in the form of x1, 0, x1 and 0 vector. Okay, hence, lambda is equals to 0. Defect. The defect is lambda. Therefore, the defect is equals to 1. Okay, so saan nakuha yung defect na yan? Okay, the defect, no, from this statement here, the defect is from this equation. Okay? So, ibig sabihin nun, i-minus mo si algebraic multiplicity, okay, with geometric multiplicity. No? So, yun. So, kaya nakuha to siya. So, pakibasa na lang yung examples na yan, no? Again, itong example number 2 is just a illustration of this statement here. Pakibasa na lang statement dito. Okay? What is the ito siya, itong statement na to, okay, naka-indicated dyan kung ano yung tinatawag na algebraic multiplicity at saka ni geometric multiplicity. Okay? So, yun. So, example number 3, real matrices with complex eigenvalues and eigenvectors. So, parehas lang to siya sa example number 1, no? But the difference is that dito, yung eigenvalues natin at saka eigenvectors natin is a complex number. Okay, what do you mean by complex number? Those complex number are numbers in which they are in which it composes of real numbers and imaginary numbers. Okay? So that's why in here meron na tayong involving na I. Okay? So parehas lang din doon sa example number 1 natin, same solution, pero ang eigenvalues natin at saka eigenvectors natin are complex number. Okay? So, yun.